We are one day away from the Cowboys rematch, or the Cowboys Divisional Round playoff matchup at the Los Angeles Rams. Cowboys fans, we have a tough assignment. We have not done well on the road this year, but in the regular season, but we're going to have to win on the road now, because if we expect to advance in the playoffs, we're going to have to win in a very hostile environment against a very good Los Angeles team, excuse me. St. Louis, Los Angeles, Freudian slip. But anyway, Dak and the offense cannot have these first half funks. We got to be able to play, and we got to be able to move the ball well early and finish drives. We got to be handing the ball to Zeke, and our offensive line has to be able to block for him to create running lanes. And our offensive line is also going to have to give Dak time. And last week we lost Allen Hurns with that nasty ankle injury last week. He had surgery and he's doing better, but we hope he comes back healthy soon. But Cole Beasley is still kind of gimpy, and we're gonna see if our left guard can come in, because if Connor Williams is in there, I don't like it if Connor Williams is in, because he's been getting beat like a drum, and we need to be, if we can have some, but if he's in there, we're gonna have to play really well. And I mean, he's learning. He's only a rookie, but he's gonna have to get bigger and stronger in the off season, because he hasn't cut it. He has not had a very good rookie season, and he was out with an injury earlier, but he's got to get better, and he's got to work on his strength and his get bigger and stronger. And yeah, and then on defense, we're going to have to create takeaways. Jared Goff, not sure if he's as much of a dual threat quarterback like Russell Wilson was, but he's a really good quarterback. And we've also got Todd Gurley in the Rams backfield. We're gonna have to be able to stop the Rams running game and force Goff to throw it more often, and we're gonna have to be able to, on offense, we're going to have to be able to move the ball, and we're going to have to be able to take the crowd out of the Rams crowd out of the game early, because if we stall early and they're in it, that's going to be tough. But we're going to have to overcome the crowd and our road woes this year. This is our chance to win on the road when it matters the most, when your season is at stake. Man, last week against Seattle, our first half, except for that drive just before the break, our offense was terrible. We didn't play well at all in the first half, but then But then in the second half, when the Seahawks took the lead, and Dak Prescott did not panic in a stress situation in a win-or-go-home game. You like to see that. And he has a whole bunch of game-winning drives, and he got that first playoff win, which is huge because it's a step in the right direction. But if tomorrow, if we don't win, if we lose tomorrow, then he's gonna have an uphill battle proving himself in big moments. But he kept his cool in a stressful situation on offense, like when the game was on the line, and he got the touchdown last week to put the game away. Our receivers are going to have to be able to catch the ball, and we're going to have to be able to. And Dak cannot be taking so many sacks. I mean, he's got to either throw it away or scramble, or if he or check it down and not try to force things into coverage, because he had an interception when we had our first chance to break last week's playoff game open. He got intercepted, but our defense bailed him out, and then they got a stop, and then our offense finally got it in gear when the game was on the line. But Seattle Seahawks, the Rams are going to be a much tougher team than the Seattle Seahawks, and we're going to have to be able to win on the road. This is our chance to do it when everything matters. It's win or go home now, as it was last week, and it gets tougher from here on out. If we win tomorrow, and if Philadelphia beats New Orleans on Sunday, we could be having an NFC Championship game in Jerry World. But let's not get carried away and too ahead of ourselves, because we have to take care of business in order to keep our season going. We have to beat the Rams, plain and simple. And I think that this is going to be the year when we break that divisional round curse and go to the NFC Championship for the first time since the 95 season. It's going to be a tough atmosphere, and the Cowboys are going to have to have a better start and finish strong. Start better, because if you want to keep up in this game, you're going to have to start strong, and you're going to have to play a full 4 quarters. We'll see what happens, and hopefully I'll be making a happy Cowboys video tomorrow night. But let's see, we got to take it one play at a time, one drive at a time, and one game at a time. It's time for the Cowboys to prove themselves, because they haven't shown that they can win in the last 23 seasons. See you after the game, and how about them Cowboys?